Hey, it's Clay, and this will be the weekly review of the Power Profit Scan newsletter, which is a part of the Inner Circle subscription that I offer here at ClayTrader.com. A couple quick disclaimers before I go any further. First, am I trying to imply or proclaim that every single alert, every single scan that I send out just makes money rain down from the sky? Absolutely not. As much as I wish that was the case, nobody is perfect, no scan is perfect, but this also illustrates why risk management, risk analysis, risk control is so important, because losses happen and that's just part of the business. But on the flip side, because it is a two-sided coin, wins also happen. So that is why when those wins do happen, you want to make sure that you have your account and you have your strategy in the best possible place so that, like I said, when the wins do occur, which they will, you can continue to grow your account. Second, as far as what are we looking at, we are going back to the week of March 11th. I get it. Clay, why are you going so far back? Very valid question. Two reasons. First off, it's just simply giving everything enough time to play out so we can see what has actually happened with the price. And second, just a matter of being fair. The last thing I would want is for somebody to pay for the subscription and then all of a sudden see the stuff that they paid for out there for free. They would feel ripped off and they would be totally justified in that feeling. So with that being said, let's get started. And to keep things in perspective, I like to do this every now and then, but let's look at what the CD rates are for the month of April right now. So, just kind of an area out there where you could get something for your money. So here you go, 2.85%. All right, not too, terms, 2 years. 2 years for 8.5. Oh, look at that, 2.98%. Once again, 2 years. Oh, and you need a minimum deposit of $10,000. So those are kind of the percentages we're working with out there, because I realize sometimes things can get lost in the shuffle. Even last week, I'm guilty of it too. Posted an alert that I sent out that ended up moving 1,500%. So I realize that some of the percentages you see at times may just be like, that's it. But let's keep things in context. And here's our context. 2 years for 2.98%. Do we have any other things? Anything less than a year? There we go. There we go. 1 year. Oh, still 2.87%. You get the idea. The first alert that I'm going to focus on here is actually, let me take a step back before we get to the alert. A couple questions I always get. Clay, what price range do you focus on? I focus on anything, whether it's a sub penny stock or something that's, up over $50, up over $100. I don't care about price. I care about odds of success. So if I think that the odds of success are much higher on, a penny stock compared to something else, then I will go with the penny stock. I'm not very aware. I don't really care about the price at all. I care about probabilities and, like I said, odds of success. Second question, Clay, when is this sent out? This is always sent out over the weekend. That way, it's not like you have to make some sort of split-second decision. It's not like you have to worry about, just randomness. I get it. A lot of services are out there. I mean, you got to be able to think quick and all that, but no. It's sent out over the weekend. You have time to look things over, to kind of strategize and all that. So that is when these newsletters are sent out. They're sent out both email-wise, and then you can also just access them directly through the member portal at ClayTrader.com itself, whatever makes your life easiest. So for the first for the first scan that I did send out, just LPI, and kind of created the category of a history repeat, meaning the last time it was down around this area, got a nice bounce to the upside. And once again, it was sitting right around that area, got the hammer candle. So the question just going forward was, hey, is history going to repeat itself? So let's see how this one played out. So there is the chart, like I said, going into the new week. So this was over the weekend. And let's see if there was any sort of history repeat or not. So that day right there gave people an opportunity to get in if they wanted. And you can see right there, made a nice little move. And I did the calculation, and that was about a 9% move, give or take a little bit. And then from there, you can see it actually just pulled back, went essentially right back to where it started, and ultimately did get an even bigger bounce there. But for this one, I'm just going to call it a break even, small win, small loss, because like I said, it definitely moved. I mean, from where it was here and given the price range, just a $3 stock, that was a 9% move. So, I mean, when you keeping things in perspective, and let's just say you screwed up some of the trade, maybe you only got 5% out of it. Still 5% in 2 days, or 2.98% for 1 year. I don't know about you, but me personally, I would go with the 5% in 2 days. But, that's up to you. However, like I said, nothing really massive in terms of, it made the move and then that quick kind of rolled back over. So like I said, as far as this is concerned, I'll, call it what you will, either a break even, small loss, small win, but nothing really huge. So let's just move on to the next one. Here we are looking at PayPal, PYPL. Maybe you've heard of them, and put them in the trend trading category. So again, price-wise, what price do you focus on? Well, keep in mind, we were just looking at a $3 stock, and now we're looking at a stock that's sitting right down or right up there around $95. And like I said, it was a trend trading one. So let's see how this played out. Here's the chart when the alert was sent out, and let's just see how this played out. And I'm going to actually go relatively fast here because this one went very well. And I'll just put it this way, the trend continued. And it just kept grinding higher and higher. And as of now, it's moved about 13%. Again, 13%. But keep in mind, this is a big board stock. I mean, we're talking about a stock that's gone from $95 up to, up over 108. And then I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole, but to people, part of the group that actually used options for this, I assure you that the percentage from an options perspective was a whole lot bigger than 13%. But like I said, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. The point here being, the trend is your friend, and this turned out to be a beautiful winner and a very, very, very big winner for those members that choose to take these scans and then combine it with their knowledge and understanding of options trading. But just for simplicity's sake, a nice move in the upwards direction for 13%. The next one here was ticker symbol DCIX and a technical pattern, that technical pattern being an ascending triangle, looking for that break there of 90 cents, which is that red line. So let's see how this one played out. Once more, we've looked at a $3 stock. We've looked at a $90 stock, and now we're looking at a stock that's below $1. So, I mean, literally a penny stock here. So let's see how this played out. That first day, it did gap up, but it pulled back, which was nice. You never want to chase. And you can see just hovered around that area for a while. Plenty of opportunity to get down right around that 90-cent mark. In fact, you could have even gotten in lower, but as far as what I'm basing the calculations off of, I'm not basing anything off of people like nailed the bottom or anything like that. But point here being, plenty of opportunity, and it's not like it crashed downwards or threw any kind of nasty moves in there. Did take a little bit of patience, and then right there just boomed to life and went up as high as 35.3%. And this will happen in a couple of weeks. But again, I'm not saying anybody played it perfectly for 35%. Let's say you screwed up half the trade and you got, 16%, 17% on it. 17% in 2 weeks or 2.98% for 1 year. I'll let you decide, but I think that does a great job of keeping things in perspective. So DCIX, very, very nice winner for the community. And from the feedback I get, thank you very much for those of you that leave the YouTube comments and just give me feedback in general. But I know a lot of you are kind of fascinated by, wow, the whole topic of shorting. Real quick, what does shorting actually means? All that means is that if a price is going down, then your profits are actually going up. I'll say that again. If a price is going down, that means you are making money. Your profits are going up. That's what shorting means. And part of the newsletter is I send out just a very basic watch list such as that. And it's basic because, well, it's designed for people that have taken the Shorting for Profit course. When you take the course, you have the knowledge, you have the strategies, you have the step-by-step process of how to implement this stuff. So it's just a matter of, okay, yeah, I'm taking that information and I know what to go and do with it. So that is why there's no analysis or anything like that. It's just simply letting people take their knowledge and then go apply it and implement it to make themselves money. So for this one, we're going to focus on CLVS. And real quick, off the top of my head, if I remember right, I know one of these was a loser. I'm pretty sure BERY would have been the loser. And then SSYS was just a no play, meaning there was never any sort of movement that would have qualified or wanted, caused you to get in. But it might have been flipped. But like I said, one of those was a loss. One of those would have been a no play. So again, here's what the chart looked like going into the new week. And price-wise, now we're looking at something, up over $20. And remember, falling prices is a good thing. So right here, we see some good quality action. And for those of you that, you know what I mean by the good quality action, especially right after there. I mean, this is some good stuff here. and then the party starts. Remember, falling prices are a good thing. I realize if that's your, wait, what? That's good? That's good. The price is falling? Yes, that's very good from a short-sighted perspective. Price makes a little bit of a dead cat bounce there, as we would call it. And then you can see rolls back over, and so far has gone down as low as 27.3%. Might still have some more bearishness left in it, but as far as, again, when it was alerted up around there, and it's now fallen all the way down there, that's definitely a good solid move. Now, let's say once again you screw up half the trade and you only get 13% out of it. 13% in just a few weeks, I will once more take that gladly over 2.98% for 1 year. So good trade there from the short-sided perspective, and plenty of room to have wiped away that losing trade that, like I said, one of those other tickers would have led to. If you are interested in getting alerts like this and just participating in the community, then you can just go to claytrader.com/team. And the cost for all this is at currently $99 per year. I say currently because this will soon be going to $197 per year, which is still dirt cheap. So I'm not even going to try to say, so you better sign up now. If you don't sign up now, that's fine. I mean, you got to pay that. It's nothing. It's peanuts. Pull out the calculator, do the math. Even at $197, I think it's like $3.75 per week. I mean, $3.75 per week. How much does something at Starbucks cost? Way more than that. But that is the cost as of right now, as of the posting of this video, is $99 per year. You get the Power Profit scans, which I've talked about. You get the live trading chat room, which is a good way for you to get real-time active alerts. And then there's a lot of other benefits there. There's also the mobile app, so it's not like you have to stay chained to your computer or anything. You can stay in touch wherever you are at, and that does not come at any additional cost. So really, there's no excuses to sign up. I mean, these are good quality alerts. It's for an entire year, and as I always say, over the time span of 12 months, I'm more than confident you'll get your money's worth. I mean, when you consider the prices, it really is basically just dirt cheap. So check it out, and if you have any questions, let me know. If not, just get signed up, and I'll see you on the inside.